How's it going, Guardians? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another Legend Lost Sector guide. In this one, I'm going to be doing an easy guide for the Perdition Legend Lost Sector in Season of the Lost. Now for my easy guides, I try to use loadouts that are easily obtainable. I also don't put any mods in my combat mods slot on my armor. And in addition to that, I offer live commentary. For this particular video, I will be showing you a full run on all three classes. Before I get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, for my Warlock Run, I went with Chaos Reach and Geomag Stabilizers. Then for my Titan, I went with Thunder Crash and cuirass of the Falling Star. And on my Hunter, I went with Bottom Tree Arc Strider and Raiden Flux. The weapons that I used were the same on all three classes. In my kinetic slot, I have Witherhoard. Then for my energy weapon, I have the Arc Logic Arc Auto Rifle. I'm using this for a few reasons. It does arc damage, so it's going to get a 50% damage boost because arc burn is on. I'm also using it for barrier champions and to break the arc shields on harpies. Then for my heavy weapon, I have the Falling Guillotine Sword, and this is going to be for the void shielded minotaurs, and it's also going to be to disrupt overload minotaurs. Before I move on from weapons, I do want to mention that you could also use a Shadow Price instead of Arc Logic. Anyway, I want to move on and talk about any important armor mods that I'm using. In my arms, I have the Disrupting Blade and Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle mods. These are obviously going to be for the champions. If you can, I would recommend Arc Damage Resistance or a combination of Arc Damage Resistance and Concussive Dampener. And then, if you are using a sword like I am, I would recommend Passive Guard in your class item. So all of the important parts of my loadout are the same on all three classes. Now, if you want to skip to a particular run, there will be timestamps. Otherwise, let's jump right into it. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm just going to take out some of these harpies right here. I'm going to throw a Witherhoard over there and a grenade on these harpies. But I'm going to go for a sword on the Hydra. I wanted to weaken that as much as possible. Now I'm going to go back away and take out some more of these harpies. Looks like we have a Minotaur that pushed up. Go ahead and use my Falling Guillotine on that. When you push forward, you will have some more enemies spawn here in the distance. I'm going to go ahead and Witherhoard and throw a grenade. I'm trying to lure that overload champion over here. I'm going to pull my sword out so I'm ready. And when it pushes around the corner, I'm going to go for the stun with the sword. When the remaining enemies are cleared out, we can push forward onto the next room. So, right up in front here, there are going to be some goblins. I'm going to pull my sword out for this overload champion. I'm going to throw another Witherhoard on the ground right there. That'll get most of the fanatics, and maybe even a goblin. As you can see, we still have the Hydra to take out. One Witherhoard shot on it was enough to finish it. Again, when you push up, you're going to spawn some more enemies. There's a barrier champion there, and there will be another barrier champion over there. But for now, I'm going to Witherhoard some of these regular goblins. And there are going to be some wyverns here. Witherhoard should make quick work of those. Looks like the Minotaur decided to push. I'm just going to pull out Falling Guillotine again and take that out. Alright, we do have another wyvern in the distance. So I wanted to prioritize the wyverns first. Now I want to go for the barrier champion, so I'm going to go behind this box right here. First, I want to take out the goblins and then the barrier champion. Got a Witherhoard shot on it as well as a grenade, and that quickly took it out. Looks like we have a goblin down here. And the other barrier champion came down. I got a Witherhoard shot on that. I'm going to wait for the barrier. And this should take that out. And now we can move on to the boss fight. So when you push forward, the boss will spawn. I'm going to go ahead and throw a grenade, and then I'm going to go ahead and super. As soon as the boss is down, I'm going to exit my super and head to the back chest. And there we have it. That was a platinum completion of the Perdition Legend Lost Sector on a Warlock. Now I'm going to show you a full run on a Titan and a Hunter. Alright, so this should be similar to my Warlock run. So first I'm going to take out a couple of enemies here. I'm going to toss a Wither Horde down there, hug the right wall, and go for some sword damage on this Hydra. The Hydra is quite weak now. That'll be nice for later. I'm going to use my sword on that Minotaur. Make sure to break shields on these Hydras. Now we'll spawn the next wave of enemies. I'm going to go ahead and Wither Horde and Grenade. Hopefully I can lure that Overload here. Should be on its way. I'm going to pull my sword out so I'm ready. And go for the swing when it rounds the corner. Looks like all I have left is a Hobgoblin. Grab some ammo there. And right up the staircase, I'm going to throw some Wither Horde on the ground here and pull my sword out, ready for the Overload Champion. As soon as the champion's down, I'm going to re-Wither Horde that spot for the Fanatics. And I'm going to go for this Goblin in the distance, and then the Hydra. Doesn't look like I quite got Wither Horde on the Hydra. Should be able to now. There we go. And it'll quickly go down. As you can see, there is a champion there, but pushing forward has spawned the next wave of enemies. I'm going to try to clear out some of the easy enemies first. Looks like I may have already taken out the Minotaur that was pushing me. So, all I have left over on the staircase is this barrier champion. But now I have the wyverns coming, so I'm going to back away from that. Try to Wither Horde those. And I might as well go for a grenade while I'm at it. One wyvern down. Time to go for the next one. And now I can go for that barrier champion. So I'm going to head up here, use this as cover. Try to get a Wither Horde shot over there. Goblins are next. And the next barrier champion did jump off the ledge. Go for the barrier. And now we have the boss fight. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to wait for the boss to spawn. Go for a Wither Horde and then Thunder Crash. That should give me an overshield and I should be able to run for the chest. And there we have it. That was a platinum completion of the Perdition Legend Lost Sector, but this time I was on a Titan. Now all I have left to show you is a Hunter. Alright, so again you will see similarities between this and my Warlock and Titan run. Hug the right wall and then go for this Hydra. I'm going to back away there. Didn't quite get off my heavy attack like I wanted to. Quickly take out that Minotaur. And I might as well get a Wither Horde shot on that Hydra. And I was able to take it out with that. Spawn the next wave of enemies. I'm going to want to try to lure the champion down here, of course. Might as well go for some of the enemies while I'm at it. I'm going to pull my sword out now. And go for the stun. Great, now we can move on to the next room. Wither Horde down here. Go for this goblin in the distance, and now I'm going to wait for the overload. Take the fanatics out with Wither Horde. Finish off this goblin. Now I'm going to push forward a little bit to spawn some more enemies. We'll wait for the regular Minotaur so I can easily break the shield. Go for the Wyverns next. I'm going to primarily be using Wither Horde on them. Another one in the distance. See what I can do about these goblins here now. Looks like I'm hitting the champion. Should barrier any moment. Wait for the barrier again. Took a lot longer than I expected and I almost died. Last enemy I have to deal with is this barrier champion. When that champion's down, you can head for the boss room. I'm going to go ahead and pop my super right where the boss is going to spawn. Do 2 light attacks and then a heavy. 2 light attacks and then a heavy. And now I can go for the chest. And that is it for my easy Legend Perdition Lost Sector guide. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.